Yo, what's up? This video has been brought to you by Card Kingdom. Welcome back to another episode of Single Scoop. This week, we're going to try to get all those darn pesky aggro decks and keep them honest. That's right, we're loaded to the brim with a bunch of cheap removal, life gain. We even have Metropolis Reformer to stop those darn fling decks. For those that don't know, Aftermath All-Star Metropolis Reformer, 2 mana and a white 2/3 Flying Vigilant Angel Cleric. You have hexproof, and whenever it's dealt damage, you gain that much life. Very simple. And then on top of that, you have Phyrexian Vindicator. I think this pretty much warrants an auto concession if they're like red deck, because it can't die from damage. And then on top of that, for some odd reason, if you needed more reassurance, you had Beza, the Bounding Spring, which if you haven't heard by now, when it enters, it creates a token, or a treasure token. If an opponent has more lands than you, you gain 4 life. If they have more life than you, you get 2 1/1 blue fish if they got more creatures, and you draw a card if they have more cards than you. What doesn't that thing do, right? On top of that, we've got the Eternal Wanderer. I think a card that I'm trying to be cute with by trying to flicker Beza, do things like that as well. But on top of that, the passive might be more relevant than ever. She's got high loyalty counters. Planeswalkers feel good right now. She makes solid bodies and threats. And of course, you can, as I said, you can blink your own stuff. She's a board wipe. She kind of does it all. This is her time. So we're going to see if it works on the ladder. And yeah. I'm going to try this. I have Metropolis thingy. I hope they're a red deck. They're not. They're mono black. Do I beat mono black? I don't know. I don't think I do, but I can try. I mean, feels kind of unwinnable, but whatever. At least I get to exile a card from their hand. Oh, actually, I have a lot of removal I can deal with. The little sleeper. The little resident sleeper. All right, opponent, you bet you weren't ready for mono white discard, because I wasn't ready, clearly. Obliterator, it seems like Obliterator is not going to be that big a deal for me. So let's let them just hold on to that bitter triumph for a little bit longer. Oh, nuts. They're going to start clocking me? I didn't know the opponent was about business like this. This is business. I guess I pass. I've got the ability now to Aven Interrupter my opponent, right? Makes it so the bitter triumph costs 6 mana. All right, let's go ahead and just take that off the top here. What do I want to do here? They have 3 cards. They have more life than I do. I'm going to just go ahead and just play Aven Interrupter, swing in, attack the little invasion of Goblikon. So now they'll have to pay 2 mana for their Obliterator, which is still fine. And then, of course, there's just Bitter Triumph costing 6 now. I gotta dodge a cut down, though. That's the only problem. I gotta dodge a cut down. Not blocking. They can get in for some damage here. I think that's okay with me. If they kill Aven Interrupter, obviously I'm in a world of hurt. Sheoldred, that's a nuisance. That's most certainly a nuisance. Okay, I'm gonna swing in at the opponent. Get the invasion going. Then we'll have the same amount of cards, but I'll gain a life. I won't get any more fish tokens. You know what? I think this is worth. This is a dangerous game I'm playing, but one I'm willing to play because I'm a greed lord. Because this way they might think I won't do anything else, and maybe they'll commit more to the board. Then I can get the Sunfall value of my dreams. Sure, opponent, have fun. I now will definitely block anything that you try to do, except for with Metropolis. Metropolis might probably just stay around. So this would then grow their board. I kind of want to just block Metropolis Reformer, but I'll just do this with Beza, so force them to use their mana. Okay? They aren't going to do that. I'm not going to use Light Shield Array anyways. Let's go now and go into combat. This is going to feel kind of bad, but whatever. Let's go ahead and just exile everything. I like that I have Light Shield Array. That means that anything from here on out will definitely be considered a powerful house of a threat here. I can also blink some creatures if my opponent were to get frisky. Okay, opponent playing Gix, that's fine. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to hold up my mana, right? I guess I could just animate. No, I'm going to hold up mana. If I hold up mana, I get to use Fountain Port. That's 6 mana from the opponent. Let's burn the removal from my opponent's hand. I assume my opponent has something here. Great. We got them to use their Bitter Triumph. I mean, we knew about Bitter Triumph, so I guess they always had something. But let's sacrifice a token. Let's draw a card. Nice. And so now, play Sunken Citadel on white. How does the opponent feel about this? Let's just make a body. Okay. Have fun. Have at it, opponent. I see your Obliterator. I see you with your Obliterator. But I can also blink it out. Right? So this will blink, exile up to one target artifact or creature because we played the Eternal Wanderer. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. I can't find a way to kill it unless I pop... Yeah, you know, I got to pop Light Shield Array to get that hexproof so it fizzles the virtue. Oh, well, you know, guess what I drew? Turn that to under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So sure, I'll just blink our little friend here. Get it out of the way. Get some damage in on my opponent. Pass. The Obliterator won't come back for a little bit, so that's nice. I mean, now they actually have to answer my Wandering Emperor. All right, Bilious Skull Dweller. Perfect. This will net me some more value, assuming that I get to actually keep my Eternal Wanderer, but I think they have something. They keep reading it. Maybe to see when their Obliterator comes back, actually. What are you cooking with? Rush it. Target discards half their hand rounded up. Yeah, sure. I'll discard Get Lost. Let me do my thing, please, game, and just pay a life, make a little body. I'll get rid of Obliterator here. I don't think I really care if they block, right? So I'm just going to make a body. They can block however they'd like. Let's make another body. I'll pass. And that looks like we wrap it up. Okay, I've got a Sunfall Beza. This is a little bit of a slow hand, but I'm going to pray that it works out for me here. All right, white mana. All right, so it's Convoke. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have a good enough hand for Convoke. Oh, boy. Human, sure, I don't counterspell you anyways, so that's fine with me. They play Warden of the Sky. They're going to probably Surveil or Scry right now. I don't know if I want to give them the map token right away, but, you know, I'll take one at the very least. That's interesting. I might actually use Soul Partition on this. Soul Partition means that I get to potentially save my Get Lost for something better. Sure. I think I still need to kill something, but I don't know what. I guess I still need to kill the Warden. That's the annoying part about all of this. Here you go. You get more Surveil out of this. They're going to keep on top. I'll take 4, 5. It's the same here. I take a lot of damage, actually. But I get to actually exile a Warden here. Okay. What do you got for me? Oh, a turn 4 sweeper. That does feel nice, actually. I'll go ahead and pass here. Sure. Whenever, at the beginning of combat on your turn, whenever another non-token creature, soldier... I guess I have to do this now, right? Or, yeah, because they're not gonna... There's no reason for them to pump the Warden anymore with Siege Veteran. I'm only gonna take 3 this turn as opposed to, like, 6. That's gotta be better. So then I can now sweep the board. It'll leave behind 3 bodies, but... Actually, you know what? They've got more everything than I do, so let's just get a big body out now. Yeah, Beza here will at least gain me the 4 life. Beza will then give me 2 bodies to block each creature, allowing me to go ahead and play Sunfall next turn unscathed. Ossification? That's rude. I guess they'll target the 1/2 Novice Inspector with the map, get 2 damage across the board. Recruitment Officer. Wait, is it just mono white? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense now. It just clicked. I know. But Krim, Ossification. Yes, I get that. Block and block the Novice Inspectors. Hey, at least I'm not going to get rushed out of nowhere, so that feels nice. Let's go ahead and eat up every little creature here with Sunfall. Everybody's favorite board wipe. Next turn, I'm going to go ahead and play Archangel Elspeth with the ability to hold up the Incubate token. I know. Everybody's like, damn, Krim, that's a sweet new card, Sunfall. What does that do? Well, let me tell you, chat. It's very simple. Just exiles everything. I know. It's so nuts, isn't it? It's a pretty sweet card, in my opinion. I'm going to add white. And let's go ahead, play Archangel Elspeth Let's exile Warden. Give them some life. You know, I want to help them gain life. I'm the opposite of aggro. I'm trying to increase your life total. Because, you know, that's rude. Why would I want to end the game quickly? Recruitment officer. Each player who controls the most creatures investigate. Oh, nuts. That's so good here. What are you, mono white control? Well, I guess we're on this game plan. They hit him with a 1-1. Pass. I'm not going to commit into the no witnesses. The beginning of... Okay, hold on. Spellbook vendor. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 1 if you do create a sorcerer roll token. Okay, when it attacks, you scry 1. All right, dope. Sure, opponent, go ahead. Pay the 1, make a roll. You can only have 1 roll at a time, so not the end of the world for me. Let's go ahead and just make a Murex token. Okay, I have a second board wipe, so I'm not too worried about this. I don't want to attack and risk the chance of losing out on potentially getting a clue token, even if that would have gained me 1. Resolute reinforcements? You got it, buddy. Have fun. Go wild. They've got clues of their own and a map token, courtesy of me. I'm essentially playing group hug. I've given them map tokens. I've given them life. Look at me go. Playing group hug. What a nice guy I am. All right, I'm going to crack this clue. You don't seem to be doing much of anything. Oh, nice. Okay. You've got more life than me. You've got more creatures than me. Let's make some bodies and gain some life. Hey, I'm back at 20. It's like the first 5 turns of my opponents never mattered. Kind of cool. Yeah. All these resolute reinforcements, party on. Oh, we're convoking now. Okay. This opponent's probably thinking, oh, bro would never commit that much to the board and then board wipe. Opponent, you don't know me, do you? I don't care about my permanents. All right, cool. Woof. Woof. Okay, opponent. I've got a 10-10. All right, here it comes. There's Skrelv. Our friend Skrelv. This would get them to investigate. I don't like that. I'll pass. Right? There's no reason to do anything here. I can get them to try to activate Skrelv, but it won't really matter to me. I've got a 3-3 and a 10-10 right now. Recruitment officer. Okay, perfect. They're committing more to the board. I might just take all of this now. So they can't pay for the clue token or the roll token. Solid. All right, let's make a 1-1. Yeah, I think I can get a little more out of my opponent. Am I being a greed lord? 100%. I mean, maybe it's not actually helping letting me pass because they have recruitment officer. Normally, this is only good when I can juice them of all their cards, but recruitment officer kind of prevents that from happening. All right, opponent, gain me a little bit of life, please. They're definitely going to... Oh, yeah, they're playing into this board wipe. I love it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I get 2 damage in on my opponent. Solid. You got it. All right, let's do this. They're going to get a clue out of this. Oh, maybe they're not? Never mind. You know what? I'll just go ahead and exile everything for you. I've got a 10-10, 9-9. I'm going to try this and pray that I draw lands. So I'm going to name white off Sunken Citadel. I've got double Soul Partition and Aven Interrupter. I think this is almost precisely where I want to be. So I'll go ahead and just Soul Partition whatever they play next. Sweet. Okay, they just gave me time. Yeah, I'll name white. Let's see if my opponent concedes if I get to play Vindicator. Oh, yeah, I think it's starting to settle in on our opponent. Something weird might be happening here. Sure. If it's just 2, I'm going to take the damage. All right, let's go ahead and fizzle that spell. Please and thank you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just play Phyrexian Vindicator. Now, remember, this reads, if damage would be dealt to Vindicator, prevent that damage. When damage is prevented this way, Phyrexian Vindicator deals that much damage to any target. Isn't that great? I personally think that's great. Okay, so now I'm going to go also play Metropolis Reformer and pass. I've built the anti-red deck. Oh, they're going to love this Aven Interrupter. Let's go ahead and tap. Let's go ahead and ossify. Tapped Plains. I don't want them drawing any more cards with Emberheart Challenger, so I'm going to just get rid of it. I'm going to swing in for 2. Vigilant, by the way, because Metropolis Reformer does it all. Flying. Let's read out for the off chance that some of y'all haven't mastered the knowledge of Metropolis Reformer from Aftermath popular set. Flying Vigilance, you have Hexproof. Whenever Metropolis Reformer is dealt damage, you gain that much life. What does that do? Something weird, right? I'll just tuck it away. Cool. They get no cards off that. Yeah, baby. I hope they play something before they play this Slick Shot. I want them to realize that Slick Shot will cost them like roughly 1 million mana to play. Sure, that's fine. They can draw a card. I'm not gonna deal with that in any way, shape, or form. Another Swift Spear? Sure, let's make them pay a little bit more for that Swift Spear. Okay. Sure. I'll take all of it. Thank you. And again, I'm not a monster. I want to gain my opponent a little bit of life. All right, they are dead next turn. I should have actually swung with Interrupter. There's no reason for me not to. You can pump the Metropolis thingy 100 times over. Pump into it. I'll gain a lot of life back, so essentially Metropolis Reformer reads as a fog to my opponent. I'm going to keep. I'm on the draw here. All right, so it looks like it's going to be some kind of aggro deck. Probably mono red, Cacophony, Cockapony, Shrimp, and then, of course, Heartfire Heroes, things like that. Oh, it's the red-green one. Okay, so they're slick-shotting me. I'm not going to draw any lands, am I? I'm getting a little nervous. 23 lands left. I'm due. I'm due for 1. All right. Do it again. I know I'm asking for a lot, but now I'm due for another. Oh, Questing Druid? Nice. Into another Questing Druid, and of course the Monstrous Rage. Nice. Super nice. Probably play this Questing Druid, put the other one into exile. Okay, pop off, have fun. Oh, they don't care. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can have the Monstrous Rage. Yeah, map it up. Okay, Audacity, there it is. Opponent's got Audacity on the top. We now know that from the map. I'm gonna just kill the Questing Druid now. Let's go ahead and pass. Yep, opponent playing another Questing Druid. Have fun. I mean, I'm hoping that they find some more targets for me to get. All right, they hit a land. Perfect. That means I draw a card. If I can hit a land here... Oh, okay, hold on. Now I'm guaranteed to draw a card. Opponent's got more life than me. Sure. They threw away a shock off the map. All right, I may as well gain the life, draw a card. All right, did not hit the land, but I did get a treasure as well, because they have a more lands than I do. Oh, I forgot Beza does that. I'll block, because to be honest with you, I know it's not going to matter. I'm going to board wipe as soon as I can. Opponent's going to shock me directly. I go to 21 life. Questing Druid's currently at a 4/4. Perfect. Solid. They casted Royal Treatment. Well then, with a Royal Treatment like that, you know what time it is. Let's get our value off of the map here, or the little treasure token we got. I also pick off their roll token as well from Royal Treatment. Let's go ahead and play Metropolis Reformer. Now they can't just burn me directly, and they have to stare at my Metropolis Reformer and wonder what the hell that card even does. Sure, opponent. Heartfire Hero from the opponent. All right, they played a land. They have Rockface Village. They haven't activated it. I assume it's happening next turn. I'm going to go ahead and just attack my opponent because Metropolis Reformer has Vigilance. Took me a while to actually remember that. I'm going to wait until they draw. Actually, do I care enough to do anything here? I don't think so. I'm going to let them do their Rockface Village thing. You got it. Because I want to get the value off of my opponent burning a ton of spells on Heartfire Hero. Okay. I gain some life. They hit me back for 3. Let's go ahead and make Heartfire Hero cost 2 more mana for you, opponent. Or 2 mana. Okay, so they have 1 card in hand. Oh, wait, let's go ahead and activate... I'm going to go ahead and activate the Demolition Field, get rid of Rockface Village. Probably should have still left up 1 source of white. I can make them plot that as well. Make it so they spend 4 mana on that. Because I'm not getting value anywhere else. So all their stuff now costs 4 mana. That's in exile. Slick Shot, you got it. They burn 1 of the Aven Interrupters. Perfect. Yes. Okay. They just committed to the board here. We love that. Let's go ahead and pick off that board for them. Let them know woof. And then let them know someday someone will best me. But it won't be today and it won't be you. God, that line goes so hard. Oh, that's Removal City. Please be an aggro deck. Please be an aggro deck. I will concede to you if you play an island. Anything that has the chance of counterspelling me, that's it. Pick them up. All right, play Plains. Pass. All right, black-green. Manageable. Manageable. Sure, let's just go ahead and... Yeah, let's just blow that up now. I don't really want you to have that. All right, let's go ahead and play Metropolis Reformer. I have Hexproof, so they can't duress me or something like that. Glizzy. They got the Glizzy. I'm going to play Sunken Citadel. Let's exile Glissa. What have they got for me now? Sure. Metropolis Reformer, down. I'm going to go ahead and play Fountain Port. Fountain Port's pretty good here. Fountain Port will find me either a treasure, I can make a blue fish token, and just start the value train. Like, we know they play Vraska. Sure. It's going to be quite some time until I have to worry about my opponent, like, hurting my health total. Because I feel like I'm just going to lose instantly. Cool. Let's go ahead and pass. Sure. Permanents you control with counters on them have ward 1. You got it, buddy. Let's pay another life. Let's burn those Go for the Throats, those removal spells. You can't have me drawing and getting value. That just hurts your game plan. All right, so now I can sack a fish, draw a card. We're going to do the slow, like, attrition game here. They're still pretty far from playing Vraska. They need 1 mana too, but yeah, that's fine. They can see my hand. All right, Get Lost down. Currently, as it stands, the Get Lost being under the bat is probably the best thing that could happen to me. All right, let's go ahead and sacrifice a token, draw a card. Let's fizzle that Virtue. Sure, opponent, have fun. Resolve, I'll go ahead and pay for with the demo field, get my cards back, pass to the opponent. I mean, currently as it stands, I have 2 answers. If I start feeling a little weird about what my opponent's doing over there, I'm just going to blow up the Innkeeper's talent. Sure, opponent can have that. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent, you get double that. That's okay with me. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to go ahead and pass. Sure, I'll just go ahead and blow up the Restless Cottage they're about to activate, still leaving up just enough mana to either make a fish, or, of course, get more value, draw cards, do all the fun things that I want to do. All right, let's make a fish. 3, 6, 7, let's go to combat. What's their game plan right now? I don't think I care about playing anything. Maybe I just get the Vindicator out there. I can play... Beza, you know what? I'm going to just play Vindicator. And then if I start getting a weird vibe from what they're doing over there, I'll just blow up the Innkeeper's talent. They're going to try to bait me out by maybe like blowing up one of my fish, see if I'll tap out. But we're just going to let that happen. And does the cottage have Menace? No. Okay, so it's just a 4/4. It can exile when it attacks. Solid. If they animate the land, I'll blow it up with Get Lost. Just because then I know they can't play Vraska. Because they would animate for 4. Sure, opponent, you got it. Go for the throat. Sure, opponent. I mean, they have to know that I am trying to do weird stuff. They have to know I'm willing to remove the Restless Cottage, right? The clock is online, baby. I'll pass. Okay, I'll go ahead and just exile the Innkeeper's Talent. Let him spend 4 for it next turn. I pretty much can't afford to use this Get Lost, though. They can do this as much as they'd like. So they have a Bat God, sure. Have fun. That's all you, buddy. I'm going to sack a token to draw a card. Perfect, I drew a land. Elspeth is huge here. Elspeth is huge. All I gotta do is just make a body, right? Yeah, I'll just make a body. I'm gonna wait until they try to play Bat God, and then I'm gonna just play Sunfall. And if they animate the land, well, they can't attack. They can't play Bat God, nor can they play Innkeeper's Talent. But they do have a lot of time at their disposal. That's the only difference here. Sure, I'll just let it go. They can have the Virtue. They already have one. All right, so we blew up a land. That's 6 mana. Now we start speeding up the clock. I'll go ahead and pass. They might just play Vraska and then pump things here, but we'll find out. Sure, they're going to level 2. I'll sack the fish. Let's draw another card. I'm going to make a body. I'm going to swing in. I'm going to just play Beza. Sure, go ahead. I should have done that before I attacked, but whatever. It doesn't matter. They can't both play Vraska and then, you know, go to level 3 of Innkeeper's Talent. So now I have the pressure on them, and they know if they play anything, I'm just going to blink the Bat God. And whichever land they leave untapped, I'm going to use Demo Field to pop, like, of the Plaza Heroes. You got it? This costs how much mana? 3 to do Hexproof shenanigans? Solid. Cut down. I think this is pretty much a concession, unless they don't know that I can blink my opponent's Aklazats. Solid. Perfect. Love this. Go wild, opponent. Go wild. I don't even want to give you the chance of getting, like, untapped mana. So I'm just going to make a bat. Then I'm going to go ahead and blink our little friend here. Resolve. Pay the 1. Then I'm going to go ahead and minus. We're going to give it to the other double striking token, and GG's. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed that, check out this video with Mara and all of the sweet legendary friends you can scrounge up.